Welcome back. Today we're going to be unboxing an entire booster box of Neuroscape Genesis Kickstarter boosters. Some of you may have seen this TCG before and some of you may not have. So for a quick breakdown of what Neuroscape is, it is a cyberpunk themed TCG set in Angel City, based around several factions looking to control or survive in this gritty dystopian futurescape. Now this is a new TCG and it only launched earlier this year, around mid-March. But even still, the quality and the build of this TCG is fantastic. I mean, look at the details on this box. So what do we get in this box? We get one Genesis box topper promo and 24 booster packs. Now the Kickstarter edition has 16 cards in each pack. 9 to 10 at common level, 3 to 6 at uncommon, and 1 to 3 at rare or quantum rare rarity. So the pull rates on these boosters are actually pretty good, with 1 in 4 having a quantum rare, 1 in 342 having an alt art rare, and 1 in 1526 having a serialized card. I'm yet to pull one of those, but I've only opened 72 boosters, and I've still managed to get 3 alt art rares so far. So let's have a look at these packs. One of the things I love about this game is the foiling on these cards. It is absolutely gorgeous, and the artwork as well is all so good. I'm yet to see a card with artwork that I didn't enjoy, and that's credit to the artists. So all of the artwork that has been done on these cards is all done by people. There is no AI involved. There is none of that stuff going on here. It is all hand drawn and done by real people. So we'll go over the rares and the pretty cards at the end, but let's talk a little bit about the gameplay and the mechanics. So one of the interesting things about Neuroscape is that you have 2 health pools. You've got your bioframe or your physical health and your mainframe or neural/digital health. So each of these starts at 20 and the goal is to reduce either of your opponent's health pools to 0 to win. So pretty simple really, and nice and straightforward. But how do you do that? So in Neuroscape, you'll have a mainframe card, a cyber deck with 50 to 255 character programming gear cards, and then your RAM deck with 25 RAM cards. So your mainframe card is the core of your deck, and it gives a little insight to your opponent on what synergies and factions you might be running, and starts the game face up in your mainframe zone. And your cyber deck will be made up of cards from one or more of the various factions. So you have the hackers, who are the cyber operatives focused on exploiting and crashing your opponent's systems. The dust runners, the aggressive tech scavengers that are disruptive and specialize in rapid strikes. The mystics, the tech shamans and digital wizards that utilize their programs and scripts to control the game. The cybernetics, the heavily augmented, half-human, half-cyber fighters utilizing weaponized implants. Corpos, the wealth-driven titans of Angel City that will use high-end gear and leverage to control the game. And the Thrashers, the brutal street brawlers who love loud music and raw strength to bring about the pain. Now, not only do you have 2 health pools in Neuroscape, but you also have 2 decks to draw from. Your cyber deck, as we mentioned before, but also your RAM deck. Now, this is your resources and what you use to pay for characters, programs, gear, and abilities. So with Neuroscape's focus on fast, aggressive gameplay, they wanted to make sure that you are never short on what you need to make the game exciting. And so each turn you get to draw 2 cards. So that's either 2 from your cyber deck or 2 from your RAM deck, or 1 from each. So this ensures you always have the right tool for the task at hand. And that task is destroying your opponents. Now at the moment in the UK there isn't a huge Neuroscape scene, but I'm hoping with the release of the Genesis Unlimited set around July that we see an increase in this. I play quite a lot of this with my daughter and she loves it as well. The gameplay is simple enough that it doesn't feel like a boundary to get into the game, but complex enough that it presents fun interaction and moments of play where you feel like a genuine bad mother flipper. So the factions feel balanced, with each one presenting its own unique play style and each having threats that make you think ahead. With the lack of things like summoning sickness, an empty board state can quickly become a galactic level threat from nowhere. So you have to keep your head on a swivel and be prepared for anything. Hold some resources up and keep yourself protected. With all that being said, Neuroscape has quickly become what I'd say is probably my second favorite TCG. It's fun to play, the mechanics feel fresh and interesting, the artwork is just glorious, and the overall quality is sublime. If you haven't already checked it out, I do suggest you give it a go. If you are a fan of TCGs and the cyberpunk aesthetic, you will love Neuroscape. I'm going to leave you in peace now to look over the beautiful pulls that we got from this box, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.